Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Healthy Vibrations, a platform that brings together changemakers, trailblazers who are here to effectuate our youth. And today we have Endre Hoffman with us, who's joining us from Portugal. He calls himself the Doctor of Self-Worth and helps people who experience inner struggles, self-doubt, feeling exhausted from working hard and plagued by negative thinking. And I think that's a lot of us, right? We have that monkey in our heads who's constantly talking to us. He removes the internal conflicts and struggles from their mind to achieve confidence and inner peace. He reconnects his clients from 3 continents to their authentic leadership and naturally high self-worth. His clients unlock their emotional freedom and multiply their impact on multiple areas of lives. He loves changing minds and changing lives. And we are very grateful to have Endre with us today. Hi, Endre. How are you doing?
Thanks very much. I'm very glad to be here and excited about your questions, if you have any, straight away.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us, why should someone choose to work with you? Why should someone choose to work with you?
Well, I get results, but I've made my business really bulletproof. I cut out any risks to try me. I give away a good 1 hour of my time because I want to make sure that the person and the problem, whatever they have, their story is something I can resolve, because that's the only way to work with me. But even then, if they sign up and work with me and I choose them to work with, then I have money back guarantee, because I think this personal development industry needs a new standard. And I think the new standard is delivering results or don't receive money. I think that's my rule, and people love it when they get to see.
So you give a guarantee to people that you will be able to increase their self-worth, or they get their money back. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely. We work out what they want, because I have really strange requests. Sometimes, it's around, can you fix my partner, on all of those interesting goals. Now, I need to clarify the outcome. And once we work it out and I know I can help, then absolutely the warranty will apply. That's how I set up my
Wonderful.
business.
Wonderful. So glad to hear that. So, Endre, a lot of us, I think most of us, and that's just my belief, stem from personal journeys, which is why we do what we do with such passion. So tell us, you became the Doctor of Self-Worth, as you call yourself. How did you get into this? And did you experience low self-worth yourself? Or did you struggle with confidence at some point in time in your life to be doing this today?
Absolutely. I had my fair share. Most of my life, I experienced lack of confidence, lack of self-worth. To be precise, it's been 34 years for me. It's a very hard start in my life with my father, who's been highly critical of me, pretty much ongoing. And we had a few physical fights and abuse. And I have probably built a wrong identity. I never felt good enough. I was very shy. So when it came to, for example, presentations in school, I didn't show up. That day I was sick. Then later on, I didn't know who I was. I thought money is the formula for safety, and I choose to work in banking because I thought, if I don't know who I am and I have no idea what to do with my life, it's better if I make a lot of money. And that didn't happen in banking, but it launched me into this 20-year search for answers and about this inner feeling of never knowing why I'm here, never knowing whether I will lead or become specialist at something. And as it turns out, it cost me over $100,000 to going through on all kinds of therapies, from Brian Tracy, Anthony Robbins. I've done these wonderful courses, but probably I was doing it from investing all that money. Probably I was not 100% committed to change. And what has made all the difference in Australia 6 years ago, when I saw my son showing signs of, he was 8 years old at the time, and he was showing signs of not feeling good enough, not trusting his teammates in his soccer club, and I realized it's not about him. It's my lack of belief in myself probably is is reflecting back to me. And luckily, I had a mindset specialist, a coach with me, who was able to point this out. And yeah, he had one question that's changed my life. He asked me, "Is his father scoring goals in life?" And that hit me so hard, so deep in my heart. I said, "Well, all right, I understand now. I will not have any more excuses, either financial or time-wise, to tackle this, to to find myself, to find my strengths, and then inspire others and hopefully resolve my mindset issues." I didn't believe it's possible. So I thought, all right, till the end of my life, until I drop that, I will do everything I can. I will sign up for every therapy that comes, or every coach and every program, and I will try to get money back guarantee if it's possible. I couldn't get it anywhere. And it took me probably 9 months or a year. Interesting, huh? Almost
I've lost you, Andre. I can't hear you. You're frozen.
something must have changed in me at that point.
I think
I really
I think
got
you froze,
under.
Andre. I lost you in the middle. I lost you in the middle. I think your connection is weak. Uh, but thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's very, very grateful that you shared that. And it's amazing how much trauma we experience from childhood. So, every parent out there listening to this podcast, um, childhood trauma is real. How you speak to your children is real. And it can take them a lifetime to get over that trauma. So, be careful of every word that comes out of your mouth because it can have a very, very deep impact on children's growing mind. Now, how did you manage to overcome it, Andre?
Well, somebody helped me. I actually needed a professional coach, a mindset coach who was able to get me out of my old identity, to retire my old self. And he, he used NLP and other emotional healing techniques. But I think what it really comes down to is commitment, to really have someone in that place when it hurts too much, so they are ready for change. And and even then, I think you need to find someone who is resonating with you, who you like, and then it's just a process. It's not even hard work that most people think. It's not it's not a lot of crying. It's not. It's basically thinking out of your trauma, but the mind has these loops, and it goes in circles and circles and circles, that it did for me for decades. Yet if there is someone there, a guide, they'll be able to point out the escape route from that, you know, from that loop. That's the trick. Get some help, believe that it's possible, and then commit to the process. And if you can, please try and make sure you get your results and some kind of a guarantee, so you're not wasting your time and money. Money is a big one. That was a big one for me. And I spent, as I said, over $100,000 on things that didn't work. Quite a
Yeah, no, I
learning.
hear you. There are a lot of people out there who promise and underdeliver. So I totally hear what you're saying. Um, now we have, thank you for talking to us and sharing your inner journey with us and your childhood trauma with us. That's very brave of you. Moving on, why did you start your business? Why do you call yourself the doctor of self-worth?
Well, I didn't call myself. It was one of my clients who invented this brand for me. Uh, I was helping him around, yeah, patterns that were really messing with his business results. And one day he said, well, you really like a doctor. You finding the needle in the haystack, and you create these meticulous interventions to remove these limiting ideas and beliefs. And he started to call me the doctor. So I'm lucky I didn't have to come up with this brand. And ever since, I've been loving the journey where I see wonderful results coming back to my clients, or getting messages daily where something that looked impossible before, now with a fresh new mind or mindset, they're able to crack the nut they have been, brooding on for years and years, or breaking out of that job, of that the hamper wheel that they could not leave behind. So I'm always so excited about the mind because, as I said, and there's a book, it's called How to Become a Six-Star Business. There's a quote I had there, and it said, every result in your life, in some way, a reflection of your mindset. And if you're able to change your mindset, then the how, or the strategy, or how is it going to happen, will be taken care of.
Yeah, you just need to think the why and the what, and the how will automatically happen. Thank you for sharing that. So who are your clients, and where do you get your clients from? Who are your ideal clients?
Well, ideal clients, usually I have moms. Quite a surprise. They lose their identity. At times they are trying to break into life, or break into a business, while they're having kids. It's quite a challenge. But most of them are business leaders, business owners, from the solopreneur or medium-sized businesses. And in some way, they are stuck in their head. They have certain recurring lack of results happening, where they're not able to charge enough. When it comes down to negotiation, they're not able to say that price, but they really, uh, deserve. Or, at times it's just feeling rejected around business, around their offer. Or I had quite a few clients who had these, I call it obligated contracts. They went into business with someone, and they've been losing because, with lack of self-worth, if you're doing deals, those deals will be coming from a wounded place. And of course, then the results will exactly reflect your lack of self-worth, or lack of confidence, or lack of valuing your time and efforts.
Wonderful. Now, you said you work with women. Is there a particular process that you follow when you work with people? What is your process?
Absolutely. My process is having an honest conversation that has no distractions. Normally I do it over Zoom or any other, it could be Skype. That's not what matters, but I want to find out every time, what is the biggest obstacle in front of a person, to work out how they are creating the problem that they have. And once we work out the problem, then we need to find out what exactly is the outcome, as I said before, because I want to know point A to point B, and I want to know what's the mindset challenge in between. And once we worked it out, it's just a strategy for meeting me. Usually we meet or weekly, but the idea then is, the process is always finding what gets a person stuck again. If they start to follow through on certain things that, we worked out on a previous session, then what has started again? Is the devil speaking in their head? Is there some way they are self-sabotaging themselves? Because I wouldn't let that happen. Then I instantly want to find out if they have stopped or not implementing their own plan. And again, then we release that. So in essence, I'm probably 2 or 3 practitioners in one. So I have rapid consulting, rapid mindset breakthroughs, and and with this, obviously I have a couple of techniques up my sleeves, but I can't let people, slow down. And once they gain that momentum, they have those first wonderful results back, or that feeling of, oh, I'm not ignored anymore, and people are listening to you, or you're able to formulate your message or getting your videos, whatever it is, then we keep the momentum. And whenever the mind starts to mess up with results or implementation, we just resolve that straight away.
Wonderful.
And I make
So do
myself
you go ahead.
24/7 pretty much.
You're available 24/7. So do you have any progress? So as I understand from what you've just said, all you need is, if any of you are looking to improve your self-worth, all you really need to do with Endre is have an honest conversation with him and show up weekly. And other than that, do you have any programs running that can impact, create a longer term impact? Do you have any programs running for them, for your clients?
Absolutely. I have a group program. It's more of an accountability group, but I do some mindset work in a group setting as well. And I have a lot of free resources. And if you look for hashtag Doctor of Self-Worth, or on my webpage, www.drofselfworth.com, then you will get to tap into, my social channels and specific videos with specific mindset challenges or self-worth challenges. Then I'll be able to help you remotely. And then if you feel like, I'm happy to give away that session where people, for some reason, don't work with me because it falls exactly on the path with my purpose. And I had wonderful feedbacks with people who did not start working with me for this or that reason, yet, they had that gift of understanding themselves in a new way and be able to move on with that upgraded mind. That's important for me, to make a difference with every conversation that I have.
That is so beautiful. Thank you. We need more people like you, Endre, around who are so passionate about impacting and changing lives. So, how does one get in touch with you if they're looking to work with you? How does one get in touch with you?
The easiest way is to find me out there on, as I said, hashtag Doctor of Self-Worth, or look for my website, www.drofselfworth.com. You just pick a time and check my availability, and then we will be on a call. Probably will have a few small online tests if you want to fill out before we meet. But then I want to hear your story. I want to know what's going on for you. I can actually help, because I want to make sure that I can help you. And I want to make sure that you know who you would be working with if it comes to that decision.
Wonderful. Thank you, Endre. Thank you for telling us how you work and where you can be placed. So anybody who's willing to get in touch with Endre, he can be found on www.drofselfworth.com. Look up his social channels and look up his YouTube videos. He posts pretty regularly, and we're very grateful, Endre, that you could meet with us today. I know it's been a challenge back and forth to have you on this podcast, but we're very grateful to have you here today. We wish you all the best, and with everything that you set out to do. And we look forward to speaking with you again. Thank you.
All right. Thanks very much. Bye.